Hello and welcome to 100 Seconds, where we challenge your heart to smile. Your 100 seconds starts right now. In Mark chapter 8, there's a very famous story where Jesus is feeding the crowds with bread. And what I want to focus on are actually the numbers that are used. So a lot of times in scripture, special numbers have special meanings, so that when people encountered these numbers or heard stories about these numbers, they would think about a secondary layer above and beyond just the numerical value that those numbers represented. So the two numbers here are 7 and 12. The number 7 in scripture usually has a connotation of perfection or being enough. So think about creation story in early Genesis. God creates the cosmos in 7 days. It's perfect. It's enough. The number 12 means God's power and authority. Jesus picks 12 disciples. They embody his power and authority. The 12 tribes of Israel in the Old Testament, they embody God's power and authority. So the people in this story in Mark 8 go to Jesus hungry. They want more. They want to be fed. Jesus says, how many loaves of bread do we have? They say 7. A number of perfection, or a number that is enough. And on the tail end of the meal, they collect the leftovers. And how many baskets did it collect? 12. God's power and authority. It's like the people of God go to Jesus saying, we want to be fed by you. We want to be taught from you. We want to learn from you. We want to bask in your presence. Feed us. And Jesus says, I'll give you enough. And on the back end, it's like an interviewer, a reporter comes up and says, well, what did you take away from this time of being fed by Jesus? And you respond with something like a 12. I understand God's power and authority in my life. This is why it's so important to go to church or to do daily devotionals or to read the Bible and stay in constant prayer, that when we go to God hungry, God gives us enough. And not just enough, but we come away understanding God's power and authority a little bit better.